To Weynon Priory, then.
Help! You must help! They're killing everyone! I don't know. I think they're right behind me. I was in the sheepfold when they attacked. I heard looked around the corner to see who it was. Suddenly, weapons appeared in their hands, and they cut the prior down before he could move. They saw me... I don't know. In the chapel, praying, I think. What's going on?
I could use a hand here!
I do not fear death.
God's blood! That came out of nowhere! Have you seen Grandmaster Job? Quick! He may need a...
Your timing is excellent. I'll take the one on the right.
You're pathetic!
The time of cleansing is almost here!
I'm supposed to be impressed!
I do not fear death.
Paradise.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm!
You're back. They attacked without warning. I was praying in the chapel when I heard the Amulet of Kings. I fear that was the target of this attack. I kept it in... We need to go see if it is... We'll go together.
Hello there. Poor Prior Mayberrow. He was dead when I came outside. Who could... It isn't widely known, but many brothers of the Order of Talos are also chapter houses of the Order, like Weynon Priory, provide safe houses for traveling blades, as blades who are too old for the active service. We are honored to have Grandmaster Joffrey, or Brother Joffrey as he prefers, as a resident here. Here, perhaps you will find this useful. One of the books I saved from my blades training. You go into danger. Joffrey didn't tell us any more than that, but know that our prayers go with you. Things go from bad to worse nowadays. Priests murdered on the chapel altar. Oh! What next? The Blades are closely linked to the Order of Talos. We both serve Talos, of course, and many of our brothers are former Blades. I myself was training as a Blade when I received the call to serve Talos in a different way. He seems to be different than your usual self-proclaimed holy man. Maybe what he says is true, that the attack on the Chapel of Devella is just the beginning of an assault on the church itself. Be seeing you.
They've taken it! The Amulet of Kings is gone! The enemy has defeated us at every turn! So it has not all gone against us. Thank Talos for that. We gained Uriel's heir and lost the Amulet of Kings. Martin cannot stay here. We have driven them off, but they will be back once they learn of Martin's survival. Which they will. Nowhere is truly safe against the power arrayed against us, but we must play for time, at least. Cloud Ruler Temple, I think. The hidden fortress of the Blades in the mountains near Bruma. A few men can hold it against an army. We should leave at once. With the amulet taken by the enemy, we must get Martin to safety at Cloud Ruler Temple. The coronation of each new emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires in the temple. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the emperor. With Emperor Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries. The Daedra Prince of Destruction, an inveterate foe of all mortal race. He was involved with Jagar Tharn's plot against the Empire years ago. It doesn't surprise me to find his hand in the current calamity. You may as well take Priam Abrel's horse from the stable. He won't have use for it any longer. With the amulet taken... One of the youngest Blades ever to serve in the Emperor's personal guard. I am glad to hear that he survived, but I fear he will take the Emperor's death particularly hard. Yes, Boris told you right. I am the Grand Master of the Blades. We serve the Emperor and the You wonder to find me here? Discretion is our watchword. Only a few of us have the honor to serve public. Cloud Ruler Temple was built long ago by the founders of the Blades, back in the days of Raymond Cyrodiil. It is high in the mountains near Bruma, our ancient fortress, sanctuary, refuge of last resort. Martin will be as safe there as anywhere. We should get moving. I won't rest easy until Martin is safe at Cloud Ruler Temple.
Let's continue on to Cloud Ruler Temple. I haven't had a good night's sleep since Kavach was attacked. I was looking for...
Greetings. So, another one who has come to listen to the madman's rantings? This is only the beginning. Umaril has returned as foretold by Pelinal Whitestrake in his dying breath. Does no one remember the old tales? Saint Pelinal, the divine crusader of legend, Alicia's companion when she overthrew the rule of the Aelids 3,000 years ago. Pelinal, with the aid of the gods, fought the Aeliad sorcerer King Umaril and slew him. But Umaril's spirit survived, and he has now returned. Do you understand nothing? The blood speaks. I can read the ancient runes if you cannot. As uibala umarale el nada rakuva. In the alien tongue, by the eternal power of Umaril, the mortal gods shall be cast down. A curse upon Umaril's ancient foes, and a threat. Alas, Umaril cannot be stopped. Not without the aid of the gods, not without the Crusaders' relics, without a champion. The gods are powerless to act. But who among us is worthy to wield the divine Crusaders' weaponry? You would quest for the holy panoply of Pelinal Whitestrake? Are you? A humble heart is a good starting point. The gods will The gods grant insight to those they deem worthy. Why, and what I can tell you is that, traditionally, knight traveled to the way shrines of the 9 divines. Pray to each of the gods in turn. If the gods deem you worthy, you will be granted the weapons and armor of Pelinal Whitestrake, Alicia's comrade. He went alone into the White Gold Tower, challenged the alien sorcerer King Umaril to single combat. Alas, Umaril was not truly slain, but only cast beyond the bounds of Nern. And now he has returned to wreak his vengeance upon the gods, as was prophesied by Pelinal himself with his dying breath. Only a true knight, wielding the holy relics of the divine Crusader, has a chance to defeat Umaril. But alas for Tamriel, the Crusader's relics have... Who now can succeed in the quest for the relics? Walking the Pilgrim's Way is the traditional start of a holy quest. He was defeated, but not destroyed by Pelinal the Crusader. Now he has only a true knight, wielding the whole... May the 8 and 1 guide your steps.
Let's continue on to Cloud Ruler Temple. I haven't had a good night's... The sooner we reach Cloud Ruler Temple, the better. Lead on. Let's continue on to... The sooner we... Let's continue on to Cloud... The sooner...
afternoon.
Let's continue on to Cloud Ruler Temple. I haven't... The sooner we...
Fight fire with fire!
This is the part where you fall down.
Hello there.
Greetings.
What can I do for you? The Emperor's death was a harsh lesson for all of us. We failed in our duty to the Dragonborn. It must not happen again. I don't know much about him either. Just that he appeared in Anvil shortly after the attack on the chapel there. Farewell.
Grandmaster, is this? Yes.
Hail! Sorry, but Blades, dark times are upon us. The Emperor and his sons were slain on our watch. The Empire is in chaos. But there is yet hope. Here is Martin Septim, true son of Uriel Septim.
Hail Dragonborn! Hail Martin Septim! Hail!
Your Highness, the Blades are at your command. You will be safe here until you can take up your throne.
Joffrey, all of you, I know you all expect me to be Emperor. I'll do my best. But this is all new to me. I'm not used to giving speeches, but I wanted you to know that I appreciate your welcome here. I hope I prove myself worthy of your loyalty in the coming days. That's it. Thank you.
Well then, thank you, Martin. We'd all best get back to our duties, eh, Captain?
Not much of a speech, was it? Didn't seem to bother them, though. The Blades saluting me and hailing me as Martin Septim. I don't mean to sound ungrateful. I know I would be dead by now if it weren't, but everyone expects me to suddenly know what to do, how to... They want an emperor to tell them what to do, and I haven't the faintest idea. Of course, the Amulet of Kings. So I, can take it to the Temple of the One and light the dragon fires, and stop the Oblivion invasion. The Emperor? That's an idea that will take some getting used to. In any case, we need the amulet first. Maybe Joffrey will know where to start. Don't worry about me, my friend. I know I'm in good hands here.
You have proven yourself a loyal servant of the Empire. As the Grand Master of the Blades, I would be honored to accept you into our order. The Blades are sworn to the service of the Emperor as the mortal representative. It is my honor to welcome you into our ranks as an... You're right. We must try to recover the amulet before the enemy takes it out of our reach. You should go back to the Imperial City. Boris may have learned something about the assassins. You'll find Boris at Luther Broad's boarding house in the Elven Gardens district of the Imperial City.